It's okay to play under pressure.
But it's got them winning the World Cup right now.
Yeah, right. No pressure, right? Let's do it, man. Come on back. Starts here tonight. Let's do it.
But you were talking about opportunity. When I said pressure, you didn't agree with the pressure. You said opportunity.
Yeah.
We will continue a conversation to be continued. United getting tag on chaps, both going in the last three World Cup openers. They're unbeaten. They will look to extend that streak by picking up 3 points against Paraguay. Coverage again underway, 6 p.m. Eastern on Fox. We look at the moment at Heart, sponsored by Visa. And the moment was the goal, of course. Lukic with his first ever goal for Bosnia on that first ever World Cup appearance.
On en parlait du fait de jouer plus directement et on le voit immédiatement, les Bosniens, eux, quand ils peuvent frapper, ils terminent les actions.
Thank you. So welcome back to Toronto. We're all set. Bosnia leading thanks to that Jovo Lukic goal from the corner in the first half. And now we wait to see what response there is after Jesse Marsh, the Canada head coach, has had the chance to speak to his players over at half-time.
Yeah, well, Canada have plenty of possession. Bosnia were a better team, comfortable defensively. Defended the box incredibly well and looked very dangerous on set pieces.
There's the first shot of the half from Demirovic, who was just trying to catch Crepo off guard. Neither coaches made a change at half-time, so the 11 players who started the first half here have started the second. One trend that Canada hopes continues today. Host nations have a really good record in opening games. Only Qatar 4 years ago, they're the only team to lose its opening match as a host. South Africa in 2010 and Qatar in 22, the only host that failed to make it to the next round of the competition. So it does tighten up later in the World Cup, but the early stages do tend to favour the host nations in this match. I mean, absolutely vital.
Well, it needs to be Canada, really. To be fair. Again, that space is there, just seen it again. Having some good moments, Bosnia. Just that final pass is missing.
Rebecca was saying there that the largest population of Bosnians in the United States is in St. Louis, Missouri. We're told, and right reliably told, by people here in Toronto, there's quite a sizable Bosnian population here in this city as well, where they've been totally outnumbered today, as you'd expect, by football supporters in the red shirt of Canada.
Yeah, that's normal, but to be fair, they're a very well supported team. Seen plenty of shirts.
Little touch there by Eustachio was nice. Nice at Canada. Oh, that's a brilliant turn. Here's an opportunity. Goalkeeper gets a big hand to it. Oluwayeshi with an opportunity there to dance and do his thing down the byline. It was good goalkeeping by Basile, who's had nothing to do in the match to this point.
Yeah. Great little, lovely little Cruyff.
Here he goes from Buchanan. There's another header one inside their own penalty area by the Bosnian defenders, who have defended situations like that very impressively so far today.
Yeah, they filled the box really well with defenders, made it difficult for Canada to play.
Eustachio was just moved aside, muscled aside by the Schalke defender Nikola Katic.
Eustachio's not had the impact on the game you'd expect. He's normally the controller.
Buchanan with a cross. Here's the goal scorer Lukic. Played a pass into space, hoping that Bajrak Terovic would make the run down that side. I mean, one question coming in when we saw the team for Bosnia today, and the fact that Dzeko was only on the bench, there is a real shortage of international goals if you take away his 73. As Basile didn't quite get there. Now then, what's the referee going to do here? Both players down. And the Argentine referee Facundo Teo immediately calls on the medical teams from Canada and Bosnia. The interesting thing here, Owen, is who instigated the contact.
Well, it had to be the goalkeeper. He's the one who could see it all the way. It's a brilliant run in behind. The issue when you see it, you think, oh, he must be offside. But the flag didn't go up. It was an almighty collision. Just hope they're okay.
Yeah, it turns out to be a more painful one for Nikola Vasil.
He's onside.
Yeah.
See Dedic at the top of the screen, playing him on. I'll tell you what.
Is that not a foul by the goalkeeper? Does he not? Oh, he gets the ball first. That's the angle that tells you the story. You needed to see the last angle, didn't you, to get a clear picture of what happened there. Here's the Cruyff.
Great little turn, this. Bit of creativity, that's exactly what you need. I think the fans are good, they haven't seen that image there, have they?
No, if you see the angle that we've seen, then you've got no problem with it.
I'll tell you what, that wasn't easy for the goalkeeper, Vasil, to get there. To cover that space against a striker.
It's a couple of promising situations though in the opening 3 or 4 minutes of the start of the half for Canada, and here they come now with Miller. And there's Vasil quickly out. Just got to get that final ball right in situations like that one.
That was nice from Liam Miller. Just a little turn of pace.
It's the first time we've seen acceleration like that from him today.
Yeah, but Fletcher's the first time he's had space to run into. Not bodies in front of him, clogging the space.
Sharp here to that was the Foucherolles, and he's won the free kick on the halfway line. It's been a good start in the opening 5 minutes here by Canada on the front foot and taking the game to Bosnia.
Yeah, just needs a little bit more quality. I think the moments are going to come.
Off goes Miller to try and take on Dedic on that side. Very experienced, Amar Dedic. Forward by Cornelius. Here's Jonathan David, now Liam Miller. Eustachio. Crossed in by Cornelius, but that's too close to the goalkeeper. And just making the point about the lack of goals in this Bosnia team, minus Dzeko 73. The other outfield players combined before Lukic scored and only managed 21 at international level between them. So you need players to stand up in the moment, especially when you've got your talisman out. And he's certainly been the man to do that today, Jovo Lukic.
But to be fair, Fletcher, if they defend like this and keep the game tight, they won't need any more. They defended really well. I think with Canada, they're getting the ball wide, they're getting bodies in the box, but they're just crossing it. I think it's a bit too predictable. Think about Kone and Eustachio, they're going to get on the ball and link it a little bit. So just you might stop in the Paul Stoltz area there.
One of his concerns coming in was the need to score more open play goals. So far that's proved beyond them in this match. There's Cornelius, who finished the season in Scotland on loan at Glasgow Rangers from Marseille. They'll have to take that again because the ball was clearly moving. Then they took it from 10 yards further forward.
Good pass.
Here's Richie Laria, Liam Miller, couple to pick out in the middle. Decided not to take the cross first time. Eustachio plays it on. Great chance! Oh, it's brilliant! Wonderful from Kolasinac to get it back up his own bar. How on earth was he not 1-all?
That's incredible.
Astonishing defending from Sead Kolasinac.
Incredible.
That's got to be the clearance of the tournament,
I'll
and I'm calling it on day 2.
Fletcher said play a bit more football. Don't just cross it. Look at this football play. What a ball from Kone. Eustachio, brilliant. How on earth has he kept that out?
No idea. When the ball leaves his foot, Richie Laria scored until Kolasinac steps in.
99 out of 100, that goes in, Fletcher.
Do you know what? I mean, I'd go 999 out of 1,000.
Yeah. And to be fair, if it wasn't for that foul with the Foucherolles, they would have been in Bosnia the other way.
But this was a challenge that Mihajlovic needed to win.
Great bit of football.
Breaks it out with Demirovic, who's in for 2. It's a good chance for Bosnia. Great goalkeeping by Kepler. Timed it perfectly.
Fletcher didn't need the second touch, and I'm sure Zlatan and Thierry know a lot better than me. He was in. Again, Fletcher, how many times have I said the spacing behind? Big goalkeeper from Krakow comes off his line.
Oh, he managed to swing his foot in there.
Yeah, he's trying to go around it.
What a start to the half.
Incredible.
I'm still stunned by the defending from Kolasinac. Here it is again. Look at that.
Go around it. With his weaker right as well, Fletcher.
Wow.
That's a science experiment.
I'm still stunned by the defending from Kolasinac. Here's the chance for the counter attack after Canada defending.
With his weaker right as well, Fletcher.
They've done that really well tonight. This one time was Byron Cerovic who got his foot in. It's clear as far as Eustachio.
Collins had a better opportunity and played the ball forward, playing quicker.
Miller's out here on the right for now. They've switched the wingers, but that's a poor cross.
But it feels like there's a little bit more space for Canada to play.
So Kolasinac's got the flick on for the goal. So he gets an assist for the goal. And now he saves a goal. Wow. He's just had a big moment as well. Maxime Crepeau to keep out Demirovic at the other end.
There's a lot of time left, Fletch, but I think he's got his hands on the man of the match so far.
Off goes Jonathan David. And the deflection there certainly assisted Bosnia. And in front of the Bosnian supporters, did you see the reaction of Nikola Katic?
Yeah. Again, that ball from Jonathan David needs to be better.
Just make the point as well that in 2014, in the opening match of the competition in the World Cup, Sead Kolasinac scored an own goal. Now when that ball left his foot there, he's thinking, oh my word, it's happened again.
Yeah, he's thinking, not again.
There's so much relief from him when he sees it come back off the bar.
Actually incredible how he's kept that out.
Well, they're taking too long to take the throw-in. That's one of these new directives.
Yeah, that was obviously from the Premier League. Every throw took about 2 minutes. It was ridiculous. I love that rule.
That's the first time it's happened in the World Cup. So there's a first for you. You get the throw-in, the clock starts ticking. If you don't do it in time, it goes the other way.
I love that. I hate seeing people come round drying the ball.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Now, don't forget you can scan the QR code on the screen to vote for the Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the Match. I would think he's going to be very much in the frame, Sead Kolasinac.
I think his name's going to be busy.
There's a lot of time, though, for somebody else to become the hero, either in red or in white and blue. Really enjoyed it.
Well, the way the last 10 minutes have gone, I think we're going to get some more.
It could be anything, couldn't it, from here? Delighted to be with you today, delighted to be with you from this magnificent scene in Toronto. Canada 0, Bosnia-Herzegovina 1. Jovo Lukic with the first half goal, and there's been plenty of action since the game resumed. That's it towards Katic, who wins his header. Kolasinac. I think they could have caught that, you know. I mean, trying to push it away, he's only skimmed it behind for the corner.
I don't think that's something you try and catch really? When you're coming out now. In that sun, just punch it.
You're so modern.
Just punch it.
Old-fashioned goalkeepers would have flown out there, called it, job done.
Old-fashioned
now they're going to defend the corner.
Old-fashioned goalkeepers wouldn't have come out.
You don't want to give too many corners away to this team.
It really is. Mystic mate.
A bit deeper this time. It's headed over by Muharemovic, and there's danger to Canada every time they get in a situation like that. We are going to see some Bosnian changes, and Edin Dzeko is stripped and ready down below us. In fact, it's not Dzeko, it's Samed Bazar, so maybe they won't use Dzeko today. Obviously, he's had 1 or 2 injury situations himself. And we are going to see 3 Canadian changes as well. Forward by Cornelius towards Miller. Dedic was over there for Bosnia. It's a Hirovic. Really good defending by Cornelius because he made a great run behind him again there by Cerovic. Here's Eustachio. Jonathan David wide out there on the left. Here's Kona. Miller. Intercepted, it's over there by Dedic, and then tidied up by Hirovic. Can't get out at the moment, Bosnia. Cerovic settles for the throw-in. And the changes can be made now if that's what they want to do. We're going to see 5 changes in all. There's the automated offside to show that that wouldn't have counted. Just very, very tight.
Tell you what, the fine margins, isn't it, Fletch? The offside, the goalkeeper coming out.
It's quite bizarre from the referee that he knows that substitutions are ready to be made. He's just allowed them to carry on and take the throw-in. So they're going to take off Liam Miller for Promise David. Ali Ahmed for Tejon Buchanan. So both wingers have gone. And Jonathan David coming off as well for Jacob Shuffleberg. Is a little bit of a surprise, that Jonathan David's gone off in a situation like this.
A little bit.
Well, we're also going to see Basic be replaced here by Armin Gigovic. And the big man who scored the goal in the first half, Jovo Lukic, replaced by the Zaragoza striker Samed Badza. I think in these conditions, the kind of tournament that it is, managing people's minutes is a real challenge for all of the coaches.
Well, I think, what, was there 5-6 days in between games left? I don't think it's as big an issue as it has been in previous tournaments. Jonathan David going off.
Yeah.
He's a massive call.
I agree. He's made his changes too. And don't forget the US opens up their World Cup facing off against Paraguay later today on Fox. The coverage starts at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. The team are ready inside the stadium in Los Angeles, and we really can't wait for that one to get underway. A big challenge here for Canada in what remains of this match is to try and find the equaliser and then build from there. Ali Ahmed gets himself involved for the first time since coming on. And the free kick is going to be given in there. A little bit too aggressive, wasn't it? The substitute Promise David.
Jesse Marshall seeing what Lukic has done on the other side. Big physical presence.
I must say, I'm slightly as surprised as we are with Jonathan David going off. I'm slightly surprised that Lukic has gone off at the other end as well.
Yeah.
There's clearly a decision and a wish from Sergei Barbares that he doesn't really want to use Dzeko today if he doesn't have to, because he has got injury issues himself. Having said that, I'm looking down there, I can see it warming up, so maybe that might change.
I'm amazed it's not playing. He's one of the best finishers, Edin Dzeko.
That's a good touch by Ahmed to get it under control. Nice flick as well. Canada on the move, but good defending again, not for the first time from Zahirovic.
I'm sure I've ever seen so many blocks.
It's good from Ahmed. Gets away from Zahirovic. It'll slip by Eustachio. David with a shot. There's another block. This time you can put that down to Muharedovic, one of the centre-backs, who just got enough of it.
Just nice play from right play. Just go 1v1. Can you beat a man? Eustachio slips from the statement, trying to get a shot off. But he's there. Defended the box so well.
The big difference now to this Canadian front line is they've got the size and the physique and Promise David through the middle, so maybe some of these crosses they've been putting in, they can just cause 1 or 2 problems for Katic and Muharedovic, who've been pretty dominant in that area so far.
Yeah, we've got a proper front 4 now. That's nice again. He's come on out there, but had a little impact on the game. Technically, he's very good dribbler.
Bosnia
and had a good spell.
Bosnia-Herzegovina have got a World Cup win on their resume. They beat Iran when they were last in the World Cup. Canada looking to try and find the equaliser here. It's Eustachio, the captain, with a chance to shoot.
There's so much space at the edge of the box. There's so many bodies from Bosnia trying to get in front.
Just comes Dedic, nice and alert for Bosnia, who have never kept a clean sheet in a World Cup match. If they can keep their first today, they're going to start their Group B campaign with a very important victory. There he goes. It's a good header as well, turn up to line. Well, there's another vital piece of defending from Bosnia. They're getting closer, Canada, but they can't find a way to get the ball into the back of the net.
The defenders are reading the game brilliantly. Goes back onto his line. That was going to drop into the goal.
Ahmed. It's nicely done to Eustachio, who pulls it back. Then he goes in from Ahmed, but there's too much pace on the cross.
He's more class, hasn't he, Ahmed? He's only played 10 minutes.
He's a different type of winger to the player that he's replaced, isn't he, Owen?
But you know when he's getting at people 1v1, trying to make things happen? This is the
Katic
team.
this time. Katic.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Nikola Katic.
Fletch reading the game, being ahead. Such an important clearance.
It's a nervous time for the Bosnia supporters. They've got the lead, but they feel like they need another one. But now then, here's Byron Terovic. That's good defending over there by Richie Lorraine.
Yeah, Council Johnson played him onside.
Kolasinac with a cross. That's straightforward for Crepo. The goalkeeper. Now Kona is getting more and more stretched with every minute in this match. Here's Eustachio. They've got 4 flying forward here, Canada. Ahmed looks like he can have a real impact on the match. That's defended by Mutaredovic. Free kick's going to be a Canada ball. Can't take your eyes off it now.
No, you can feel the shift, the momentum shift. That's there. I think the crowd can feel it as well, Fletch. They're getting into it. They need to make it count.
Bosnia's defence being tested. Bosnia's defence responded. Free kick taken by Ahmed. It's a Bosnian head first to it inside the box, and then Kolasinac, the veteran, over there to get things under control and use all of his experience to get the free kick. And now the players will take the hydration break. It's time for 1 or 2 to gather their thoughts. Maybe a quick time for the Bosnian coach to have a word as we see this brilliant clearance from Kolasinac to deny a certain goal. Back in a minute, Bosnia leading Canada by 1-0.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis? With fewer symptoms from moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, where would you go? Imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, clear skin is possible. And for adults with
Vancouver now he plays in the Championship, the second tier in England for Norwich City.
A big impact when he came over. It's lively, you can see that as well. Henry Fletcher, direct, positive.
Well, don't forget tomorrow is a triple header on Fox. We start with Qatar against Switzerland, that's in this group, Group B. Then Brazil play for the first time, they've got Morocco, and then Haiti against Scotland. Coverage starts 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific Time on Fox.
I mean, look at that ref cam there. I'm not sure what he's arguing for there.
I think the ref cam's good. I mean, we get it in the Premier League in England because you can see the amount of stuff the referees actually miss.
Yeah. Glad they didn't have one in our time.
I know that Mark Clanberg and Dr. Joe won't appreciate that, but it is a fact.
Yeah. The amount of stuff they used to get sent to the ref. Glad they didn't have a cam.
So they're going to make a double change here, double switch. So off goes Bayrak Terovic for Sujic. That's a defensive change. And Nemec replaced by Ali Begovic, who's another exciting young player in this group.
He's only 18, but he's lively, really direct, really positive.
If you can see underneath the score that says Canada 0, Bosnia-Herzegovina 1, those little dashes, they indicate just how many substitutes that you've got left. Each coach can make 5 and they get ticked off as we go. So that just explains what that is for people who may not know. So 15 minutes plus stoppage time to go. There's Kolasinac, who's been so important in Two big situations for Bosnia, the flick on for the Lukic goal and then the wonderful clearance off the bar to deny Richie Laria an equaliser. Katic has made a similar clearance with a ball that would have gone in had he not been there. So they've done everything bar score in the match, Canada, but we've got to try and find a way to change that. In the meantime, here come the Bosnians, but that's a good challenge by Cornelius, the left-sided central defender of Canada. Well, the Canadians are going to send on Kyle Larin. He's had a decent game on him.
Yeah, it's been a handful. He's got a good chance on his left, didn't he?
The Cruyff turn being the highlight.
Yeah.
Had that one chance and a half where he glazed it over the bar first half.
Yeah. Probably should have done better, but he had some decent moments in the game.
Painful one there for Alistair Johnston. Just on Kyle Larin has come on, second highest scorer in Canada's history, 30 international goals. Only Jonathan David's got more than him. He's only scored once though in his last 22 international matches. Finished last season on loan at Southampton in the Championship. Ryan Reynolds is still here, still hoping for a goal, still waiting for a bit of Wrexham magic.
I'd say he's got a bit of size. And those two strikers.
Oh, next pass, that's a good ball as well off the outside of the boot. Larin trying to be a hero straight away.
He's good fun, Ahmed, isn't he? He's saying, give me the ball, I'm going to create something. Took the size of Larin. Promise David, you've got to get the ball up to him, get crosses in. The leader higher, Coleman, he's one of the best players. Get him on the ball higher up the pitch, let the defenders do this.
One thing I should have mentioned, based on the fact that Kyle Larin's just come on and we saw the shot of Ryan Reynolds, he actually scored for Southampton against Wrexham last season, so mixed feelings that day for Ryan Reynolds, I'm sure. Coleman.
So tight.
Cornelius.
Just need a moment of magic, somebody to step up.
Coleman on the move, turned around the corner. Larin with a shot! Canada, you've only got to equalise, and this big day in the World Cup in Toronto has a goal. Ryan Reynolds celebrates. Kyle Larin off the bench with the biggest goal he's ever scored for his country.
Sergei Barbaros can't believe it. What a brilliant finish. Watch this. Initially, it's Coleman place. It's a brilliant run. What a flick round the corner. Love that. Great turn. What a touch. What a finish from Larin. Great driving run from Cornelius. You need a touch of magic. Promise David outside of the right. What a finish.
What a finish as well.
I'll tell you what, the touch and the finish around the bodies is class.
Kolasinac has gone from hero to villain. He was the man who played him offside, and Kolasinac stepped out. He would have been off. Jesse Marsh with the celebration. 1-1 in Toronto. Ryan Reynolds leading the celebrations, and he becomes only the second Canadian male player to score a goal in a World Cup finals match. And now it's anybody's game with 10 minutes to go. His first touch of the ball, and what a touchdown.
I'll tell you what I said before, Fletch Coleman, get him on the ball higher. Driving run, absolutely brilliant. But the touch in the finish. We got two of the best ever doing it in the studio there. I'm sure they would have loved that. What's a goal? What's an impact he's had coming off the bench?
Well, let me tell you, there was an element of Henry in the turn, and a big piece for Zlatan Ibrahimovic for the finish. Oh, let's combine the two of them. But what about this place now? What?
Yeah, it's rocking. And to be fair, Fletch, they deserve it. They played well, creating moments. Just just a touch of magic. Said it before, some needs to create something, and they did.
Promise David gives chase. Carvalho in there as well. Canada looking for another. It's not the best of shots though.
Subs have had a brilliant impact on the game. Great football. I love that ball round the corner.
There's
There he is.
That's the number 5 playing him off.
Yeah, but just
Fine margins in the game.
absolutely, yeah, just doesn't step up. But because they play quickly, first time, brilliant. Great football all around.
You need quality on days like this, and there's quality. Genuine quality. Took a deflection, didn't see it initially. Katic, which took it away from the goalkeeper.
The first touch was brilliant. Had a little spin on it.
And don't forget that James Corden and the After Hours crew are going to be on Fox tonight for another nightly wrap of World Cup action. A special guest tonight, one of the best players on the planet, Francis Kylian Mbappe, comedian Sebastian Maniscalco. That's on Fox at midnight local tonight. Plenty to talk about. He was going to give the free kick there, the referee changed his mind. There's so much momentum now for Canada, Owen.
Yeah, they're playing well. So the subs have had a huge impact on the game. Two strikers up top, Ahmed on this right-hand side. To be fair, they put a lot into the game as well, Bosnia. They look tired, struggling to keep the ball.
Defended there by Alistair Johnston. The big question now is, can one of these teams find a winning goal? If you were going to pick, you'd say Canada, based on the way the game's being played right now. And full credit to Jesse Marsh. The substitutions he's made in this second half have been impactful.
Yeah, and it's not often you see a manager change 3 of his front 4. But he did change them all at the same time, and they've come on and had an impact.
The reason the crowd are booing here is because Kolasinac has gone down with a bit of cramp, which won't be an unfamiliar sight in these conditions in the World Cup.
So that's going to be rough for him. He's not obliging, is he? To be fair to him.
I think they just made the signal to the bench. They might need to make the change here.
Yeah, he's put a shift in.
Yeah,
that's match.
So Kolasinac's day is done. And he's handed the captain's armband on, and Dennis Burnic is the player who's come on to replace him. Any mistake now by either of these teams could prove to be terminal. By Johnston. Up goes Sumic. It's a missed kick by Kone, which made it difficult for Laria. This is Batsar looking to go the long way around. And they'll get a corner. It's the first corner they've had for a long time, and the first bit of pressure on the Canada goal for quite some time.
Yeah, I think they've been happy to defend. They'll be happy to go and see Kolasinac.
I don't think we're going to see Dzeko today.
There must be more to that. Defending from the rail.
Well, he's been injured, hasn't he? So
There'll be more
it's
to it.
obviously not quite right. They're not maybe looking bigger picture. In goes the corner. They've been good from this situation so far. That's a terrible miss kick by the substitute who's just come on, but he manages to clip one back in. And Richard Arias had a good game at left back. less than 5 minutes of normal time to go, plus the stoppage time. There'll be at least 3 minutes with a hydration break, probably 5 or 6 based on the substitutions and all that kind of thing. It might be more. Do you sense a winner from somewhere?
Yeah, well, if anybody is Canada, you'd say we've got a bit of momentum. We've got to get the ball in the box, get the ball forward. They've done a better job like the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, wasn't it? Keeping the ball, getting up the pitch.
Attendance has just come up on the screen, 43,002. It's the smallest stadium that's being used in the World Cup. It's certainly generated a great atmosphere here today. It's been a really colourful scene. That's a good bit of defending over there by Katic to prevent the corner.
He's played very well, Katic.
Can the co-hosts find the winning goal? And if they do, they'll win a game in the World Cup finals for the very first time. It could be a historic day here in Toronto. They've got the momentum, they've got the equaliser through Kyle Larry. Now it's all about whether they can find the winning goal. Long throw hurled into the Bosnian box, headed away by Nikola Katic. Eustachio. Alistair Johnston. That's a good ball by Johnston. It's a really good header. Backing up by Katic for Bosnia. That's not a bad ball either. Demirovic gives chase. Richard Arena gets across there for Canada. Dedic. They look fresh in the Canadian players. They look tired, Bosnia. Gigovic. Demirovic couldn't find a way through. Derek Cornelius was there. Katic against Promise David, who uses his strength and determination and wins the free kick. Atmosphere is electric in here now.
To be fair, Katic's been everywhere.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think the referee's had a good game. Obviously, they don't really get everything right, but he's been relatively unfussy, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's let it be competitive.
To be fair, he's let a lot go,
Yeah.
which I think that all the players enjoy. Let the players decide. Just be there for the big moments.
Ismail Konak. Luke de Frugeron. Now Ahmed. Johnston. Konak. Ahmed. Eustachio lifts one in, but it's not the right ball, and it's smashed away by Mihajlovic.
Yeah, Ahmed's the one. Get him the ball. He creates. Every time he touches it, something good happens. Just so positive and direct.
We can't sit still at the moment. Barbarez, the Bosnian coach. Both coaches down there know the value of something from the opening game. If it's a point, it's a positive result, and on you go from there. You don't want to lose your opening game in a tournament like this.
No, well, Canada won 3. Bosnia take a point.
Canada played Qatar in Vancouver in 6 days and then finish with Switzerland. It's the Swiss next in Los Angeles to Bosnia, and then they go to Seattle to play Qatar. Challenges continue to go in down there. It's been ultra competitive.
Yeah. Been good. Boys have put a shift in. I would say the Frugeron, only 20 years old, thinks he played terrific.
Looks like he's been there for a long time, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
stepped in from Brito. He's probably Canada's best defender, and he's looked terrific.
Final 30 seconds or so of normal time. Canada have had more attempts on goal. They've had more of the ball. Can they find a winning goal? Roared on by this passionate crowd inside this stadium, which is a sea of red in Toronto. Eustachio with a free kick, and that's going to be the goalkeepers. Six additional minutes. Up goes Kone. On by Sumic. A little bit of a Luka Modric look to Sumic, who's just come on. Hazard on the move, there's diffuser on, and he defended it very, very well again. Been really composed. Was on loan in Belgium this season from Fulham. He's only 20. Born in London, his dad's from Montreal. That's why he qualifies for the Canadian national team, and he's done a real job in place of Moise Bombito today.
Yeah, it's been a really good watch.
So they're going to take off the captain Eustachio and send on Jonathan Osorio on the day he celebrates his 34th birthday. And surely it's not written in the stars that he gets a birthday-winning goal for Canada.
I'll tell you what, he's a player as well. Just one moment.
So the local man comes on, born and raised in this city, plays his club football for Toronto FC. It's his birthday today.
Wow, come on.
Can he be the hero?
Hollywood. Who's writing this stuff? Ryan Reynolds.
Well, I tell you what, if he does get the winner, Ryan Reynolds will find a role for him. Free kick's going to be given here for the foul of Nuhremovic, which has infuriated the Canadian supporters in here. Listen to the boos.
That's an easy one.
It's this one he's given here, there. No intent from this day, but he's just turned into him.
No, but he's in otherwise, isn't it? It is a foul. That was local boy. Oh, birthday.
Unbelievable.
There are many of those.
Well, it goes by Dedic. Oh, they missed it there. Nuhremovic, who's won most of his headers, wins another one. It's Kyle Lowry though for Canada. That's good play. That's a booking, that's captain. By the way, that's the only stain on this performance today, because he's been outstanding captain.
To be fair, he meant that. He had to foul because Lowry's been great since he's come on. He's had a big impact. I don't think he looked happy when he celebrated. Then he was on the bench to start with.
He said to Jesse Marsh, "Don't you leave me out again."
Exactly. That's the easiest book ever I've read through.
3 minutes of additional time to play. Impressions of the two teams, Owen, based on what you see today, looking bigger picture.
Yeah, I think we always knew Canada were going to have more of the ball. That end product was probably missing from Jesse Marsh's side. I think Bosnia showed how good a team they are while they're in this competition, knocking out Wales and Italy. They're hard to play against, big and physical, defend their box very well. I don't think it'll get an easy game against them, anybody.
It's Kone. Taken up in by Badsar, but the rear's not put a foot wrong on that back, has he?
No.
I know Alfonso Davies hasn't played, but the rear's been outstanding.
Yeah, I imagine that Canada getting Alfonso back, the difference that will make.
Some city to be in at the moment, based on the fact that Canadian Open Golf is being played about an hour outside Toronto. The Yankees have arrived to play the Blue Jays later, and centre stage has been this showpiece here in the World Cup today. It's been great.
Yeah, it's a brilliant sporting city, Toronto.
Here's Osorio, can he be the headline maker? Picks up Ahmed, who's been great since coming on. Promised David was stretching every sinew to try and get there. And the goalkeeper beats him to it.
Yeah, goalkeeper's been good and had a lot to do.
I must say, I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been a good game. It's always tricky the first game, I think, for the players.
They can be quite low-key, can't they? But
Yeah.
not today in here.
Yeah. We almost played not to lose. But actually, I think they both had a go. Canada have been probably the better team, created much more.
Time running out to find the winner. Diffuser on. Derek Cornelius. Larian.
Nice one, get forward.
Into the final minute. Oh, that's Laria's going to run onto this now. Can he pick out the teammate? Canada's moment. Kyle Lowry, brilliant block. Nuhremovic again. They've defended so well that Kyle Larin almost set this place alight.
I mean, the block from Mura Abramovich is exceptional.
Laria's been fantastic.
Yeah. The two centre-backs for Bosnia, the amount of blocks they've had.
Yeah. It's only been a quiet day for the goalkeeper because of those two. Last chance for Canada to find a winner. Ali Ahmed. Will they get the free kick? No, they won't. Alistair Johnston was appealing for it. And it looks as though, Owen, it's going to end in a draw, so it looks like it's going to be a positive day for both of them.
Yeah, definitely. Again, it was long. What's a block that is?
So that's it. And it's a point apiece in Group B. Jovo Lukic with a headed goal from a corner in the first half from a Kolasinac flick. He made a wonderful defensive block to get the ball off the crossbar. Katic did likewise, but Kyle Larin off the bench. Wonderful turn, great finish, point apiece. We're off and running. What a day it's been in Toronto. Full time, Canada 1, Bosnia 1.
Thanks to Darren and Owen. So Canada avoid defeat for the first time in a World Cup match. They have their first World Cup point. They share them with Bosnia and Herzegovina. Qatar and Switzerland meet tomorrow. So Canada are off the mark. Later today, we'll get on to the United States shortly. But Canada had that first World Cup point, and it almost could have been 3 right at the end there, Lex. Carl Larin with a chance, could have been 3.
Because there were a bunch of goals. I think ultimately when Jesse Marsch goes back into the locker room and thinks about this game, yes, you would love to come out with 3 points and the win, but the way that this game played out, I thought his substitutions were spot on. I thought that Bosnia-Herzegovina wilted in the summer and in the heat, and I thought Canada took advantage of it. So well done. Take that point, put it in your pocket, and move on.
How do you look at it, Zlatan?
I saw good defending from Bosnia. They got a little bit tired in the end, but a lot of pressure from Canada, and they held it, the Bosnia, and they should be very happy with the 1 point. I don't know if Canada should be happy with the 1 point.
Who's happier, Thierry?
I will say Bosnia, with the way the game went. Canada should have won the game if it comes to opportunities, but we all know if you don't put the ball in the back of the net, it doesn't really matter. And to put things in perspective, you have the same amount of people living in Toronto that you have in Bosnia. That is a great result for Bosnia.
That's a great line. Gentlemen, thank you. So the United States are going to take centre stage a little bit later on. The Americans are going to begin their campaign against Paraguay in Los Angeles. Coverage begins in about an hour on Fox. And coming up, highlights from the match that just concluded. Carl Larin with his 31st international goal. Canada salvaged themselves a point. A good point against Bosnia and Herzegovina in Toronto. Let's have a look at the reactions of Canada's equaliser at watch parties in Toronto and in Vancouver. The beer is up and spraying. We're back here in just a minute. We'll show you what happened across the forwards of the game. See you in a minute.
It's not exactly a watch party if there's nothing to watch. Good thing Walmart Express delivery comes in as fast as an hour.
1 hour? Who knew?
Sorry!
There, I got this.
Let's take the penalty kicks outside. Guys, Cooler 101. It doesn't refill itself. Prices averted, my man. Walmart delivers that fast? Who knew? I say 1, you say out. 1! I say... Who wants a margarita?
Are you one of the millions surprised by rising prices? But AT&T just raised your rates. You have rights. Bring the phone to T-Mobile and they'll give you $400 when you switch. Plus, get T-Mobile's 5-year price guarantee and new experience plans. I guarantee you won't look back.
What makes Kinder chocolate bars so good? It's the creamy milky filling and that milk chocolate coating. It's the Kinder chocolate bar. Simply wonderful.
Go all in. Buy any 2 Ferrero brands and you can win $1 million.
Collect one of 9 legendary cups with the FIFA World Cup meal.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for core power and rise to a whole new level of recovery. High quality protein to build muscle. Champion your recovery with core power. the official protein shake of FIFA World Cup.
Running your first 5K? Hard. His first day behind the wheel? Little bumpy. Choosing a name for your first? Not easy. Progressive understands first times can be challenging. It's why we created the Up Payment Program. Down payment assistance for first-time home buyers.